Prayers and Meditations, page 313. December 21st, 1916. Lord, thou didst speak to me through the lips of one of those who have known thee best, most probably to make me understand thy lesson better. Was I then deaf to thy direct suggestion? And still I do not understand at the moment what to do. Thou knowest what happiness would be mine if by thy grace I could be integrally transformed into a hearth of divine love, that love which is the first and highest manifestation of thy eternal truth, that love which is at once the completest expression in this world of thy truth and the most direct road to lead to it, the human consciousness that has gone astray. In the days when I used to aspire, desire, and ask, how many times have I asked of thee the grace of this state as the one most in conformity with my present ideal of action? And at that time, it seemed to me that the day I should be purified of all egoistic preference, thou wouldst choose this individual terrestrial being as an instrument of thy manifestation of love upon earth. And now that thou askest if of me more than ever, and now that thou askest it of me more than ever before, do I feel my helplessness. For such a long time I thought I knew what love was, and now that I no longer see anything that cannot be called love, I also no longer see anything that may specially be called love. And how can I be that which I can no longer define, that state which I can no longer distinguish? And yet, thou didst show me yesterday that I was holding enclosed in a dark sheath of one of thy most precious and powerful gifts. Lord, all my being aspires to obey thy voice, to conform to thy law, but it does not know in its outer consciousness, does not understand what thou expectest of it. It feels indeed that at present its love is a passive state and that thou wouldst awaken it to an active state. But how to pass from one to the other is what escapes it. It knows that this active state of love should be constant and impersonal, that is, absolutely independent of circumstances and persons, since it cannot and must not be concentrated upon any one thing in particular, and in this it will resemble the present passive state of love, which is pure, unchanging, and impersonal. But what it still does not know is how, even while retaining its purity, unchangeability, and impersonality, qualities now inherent in its being, it can resume its activity. That is why this evening I implored Lord Mitra, why so perfectly symbolizes thy truth of love, asking him to come to my help and enlighten my ignorance, dissolve my doubts, vanquish my hesitations, break down the last obstacles, and take possession of this physical instrument so that it may become what thou expectest it to be. But my speech is timid and my voice faltering, and I do not know if Lord Mitra heard my prayer.
bows down to thee. Lord, the earth is reborn, our prayer rises up to thee. Let it be for us also the dawn of a new life. Que la naissance de la nouvelle année soit une nouvelle naissance pour notre conscience, laissant le passé loin derrière nous, courons vers un avenir lumineux. Seigneur, l'année se meurt et notre gratitude s'incline devant toi. Seigneur, l'année renaît et notre prière s'élève vers toi. Que cela soit pour nous aussi l'aurore d'une vie nouvelle.
Superno antarikshanyakhyat gavir vepahaya surah sunitha kvedanim suryah kashiketa katamamadhyam rashmirasya tatana. त्वामगनरिताय वह समीधिरे प्रतनासयूते सहस्कृत पुरुषचन्द्रं यजतं विश्वधायसं दमूनसं गृहपतिं वरेण्यं त्वामग्ने अतिथिं पूर्व्यं विशः शुचिष्केशं गृहपतिं निषेदिरे बृहत्केतुं पुरूरूपं धनस्पृतं सुशर्माणं स्ववसं जरद्विषं त्वामग्ने मानुषीरीरते विशोहोत्राविदं विविचिमिरत्नधातमं गुहासन्तं सुभगविश्वदर्शतं त्वेष्वनसं सुजयं घृतश्रियम्